Escuche esta conversación.
Welcome back. I'm coming back and hitting this tree again with neem this time because the ants are still here. I haven't tried the putting Vaseline around the trunk trick yet, but it's on my list of things to do. But right now, you can see it's got all kinds of new growth on it. That's because I pruned it back and it's been fed up and
Okay, go ahead.
Posey, don't scream. So as you can see, I pruned the tree up and I took out the dead stuff. I took out some of the crossing branches. I opened up the center. And it's also now in a growth spurt because we've gotten a little rain lately. And I fed it up real well. I got some manure, I got some seaweed. It's looking happy, but I just want to make sure that this black mold doesn't come back and that the ants are very, very unhappy so the tree stays happy.
I'm doing exactly what it seems, spraying my trees with neem, afraid they're going to die. If I don't intervene, spray my trees with neem, I think I'll have to kiss these grapefruit goodbye. And so I spray
I don't generally like to intervene much with my citrus. I don't usually spray anything on any of my fruit trees. But in the case of these guys that have been neglected for a long time, they had vines on them, they're up by the road, they haven't been fed, they have picked up diseases over time, they've just been, you know, they're just not healthy. They pretty much were just growing in a bit of grass next to a road. And I think that the reason the citrus in my old food forest system are still looking so good, despite the fact they haven't been tended, is that they're grown in a very thick polyculture. There's a lot of other stuff going on around them. There are a lot of living things there, so there's a lot of chances for pest control. There are a lot of insectary plants. There are aromatic herbs out there. There are nitrogen fixers, there's all kinds of stuff going on. So they're part of more of a complete ecosystem than these guys are up by the road. So in this case, I would rather not just wait it out and see what happens. I don't have much citrus here, I don't want to lose any of it. The land cost me too dear to lose a single tree, so I'm going to help them limp along until some more of my other stuff is growing. If they eventually decide they just want to give up on me, well, that's their prerogative. They can give up on me. If I get tired of taking care of them, if they give me a few years of misery or something, forget it. I'll have them cut up into boards and I'll make a bookshelf or something. But you know, the trees right now, I figure buying a few bucks worth of neem and copper sulfate is much better than just going all you know, Fukuoka on them and saying, well, just let nature do what it wants to do. Now, for now,
I'm gonna kick nature in the teeth and take the trees back.
As you can see, I actually took quite a bit of wood out of the center of the tree. Look at all this, see all this rotten mess? This tree had all kinds of dieback and it's chewed up. This area, you know, you can see the drill holes. It's been dead a long time and little beetles, boring beetles and stuff have gotten into it. Ants are living in it. So this wood here all had to go. I'm actually tempted to cut this entire middle section out right here. Just take it down to this right here and let that whole center go. Took it right here, then I would have a short, controlled tree. But I did quite a bit of cutting already. This tree is already not in great shape, so I didn't want to risk it for this season. I may do it in a future season. I don't think the tree is really going to get all that much taller, but I think opening up the center, making it easier to pick and more open, and it won't shade this area so much because all of this is going to be food forest. Just chewing on it. I don't want to push it too far. I want to get grapefruit again. Thanks for joining me. Catch you all next time. And until then, may your thumbs always be green. Do you throw banana peels in the trash? Are your coffee grounds also being thrown in the trash? Do you compost ham? Are you sick and tired of all the rules about composting? Do you wish you could compost in a super easy way? And stop throwing things in a landfill? And stop being a terrible person? Click on the link below and sign up and get my new composting booklet, which shows you how to compost easily and simply with hardly any work at all. It's insane how easy it is because it follows natural principles. Sign up now. Quantities are not limited.